All right, everyone, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 11. Today's going to be a little bit of a different one. I got on my buddy Kyle here, college baseball player who's in his off season. And basically, he had some questions about gaining some muscle mass and mass in general in his off season. And I was just talking, I was like, might as well have you on the podcast because I know some other people are going to have some similar, if not the same questions about gaining some mass in their off seasons or just in general. So that's kind of where we're at today. But first and foremost, Kyle, what's going on, man? I haven't talked to you since I've been home 3 months.
Yeah, how you been? It was good getting solid work in the off season. So now I figured going into summer, I just got done with Bergen, so heading into Rider, I figured it'd be best to try to gain weight and put on some muscle before I get down there.
Yeah, I actually forgot you're going to Rider. I think it's a good idea to gain because I know it's another next level step up. So I think it's going to be good. Then I think you can do it.
Yeah, I've been stuck at like 180 like my entire life, and then I like touched like 190, and then I like lost it all. So then I was just like, if I could try to get like 10, 15 pounds, get up to like 195, 200, I think that would be ideal.
And I know one of your big things we've talked about is you're allergic to like fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. So it's also like tough trying to get like some like fruits or like greens in and like meals like here and there.
Yeah.
So it's tough trying to like clean bulk, so to say.
So I
That was
know
like one of the questions I had. I have it all written down on my phone.
Yeah. Just say one of them and we'll go start there.
All right, yeah. So first one was like besides like protein, is there anything else to look for like in like meals and stuff like that?
So in your case, obviously the protein and then the carbs are the big one that I've seen myself gain weight in. So like when I'm in the off season bulking, I'm going 600 to 700 grams of carbs a day, mostly clean. So I just go rice or potatoes or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I know jasmine rice, if you weigh 100 grams, it's about 95 grams of like actual carbs. So in the off season, I do like 200 grams per meal, and that's easy 180, 200 grams right there off the bat. So do that 4 times in a day, and that's going to be a good amount of carbs for your day. And then for protein wise, I know I always try to do like 6 ounces at least for each meal. Off season, I do about at least 6.5, 7. And if you stick with just like the lean chicken, ground beef, and then ground turkey, if you want, that'll get you those proteins, and with the ground beef, that extra fat. And it tastes good, so it helps you. It's easy to get down. And the fat's going to come along the way when you have different meals. So I wouldn't really focus on like adding on like crazy oils or anything like that, macadamia nut oil or anything like that. Because while you're eating that much food, the fat's going to come along with that food. So yeah.
Yeah. So then my next question, like leading that, was like, what's like the percentage, or like not percentage wise, but like from like mass gainers and like protein shakes of like liquid protein and like the liquid stuff compared to like actual food during meals? Because like I started taking like some like protein shakes and mass gainers, and like I did see an improvement in myself, but like also like there'd be some days where like almost like 60-70% of like my total goal was just from like liquid.
So that's the one part where it's like individual. So some people, if they do drink 60% of their daily protein and like through liquid, their stomach gets upset and stuff like that, and that's when they stray away from it. But if your body can handle it on that once or twice every 2 weeks that you miss a meal and you just want to drink a mass gainer that get the protein in, as long as you feel good, it's fine.
Because like usually I would do like breakfast. I would start with breakfast, then I'd go work out in the morning, do my protein shake, then I would do like lunch, dinner, and then I'd usually have the mass gainer as like a late night meal, so to say.
Yeah,
so I would have that towards like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's fine too. I mean, obviously, actual food is better, but
for sure.
That's the reason these mass gainers and everything like that have been made, because you need a supplement to get more protein or carbs, whatever it may be. And I know when I was 7th, 8th grade, when I was smaller, I was trying to gain mass and just gain weight in general. I used it was called Up Your Mass, I think Optimum Nutrition. And I gained 10, 15 pounds. So it's definitely a good tool to use, and I think it's good that you've been using that. Um, do you do you just like put it? Do you make a like a smoothie or shake out of it, or just put like
Yeah,
milk
so
and?
usually I would do like I would put like milk and then I'd put like the 2 scoops of like my chocolate protein. I oh so then one of the other things was like creatine, but like we'll get to that.
Yeah. Uh,
Um, yeah, so then I would do like the 2 scoops and then that's pretty much my protein shake, but like my mass gainer, I'd pretty much make like smoothie out of it. Put
yeah.
like some yogurt in there, try to mix it some stuff. Like it's tough, like not putting fruits in there and stuff like that. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
does hurt, but it's still not bad.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I would do like when I did it, I would do like fruit, yogurt, stuff like that. But obviously, you're
Yeah,
limited.
yeah. So I would just put in more yogurt since I couldn't just use
Yeah.
raw fruits.
But going off the creatine, um, going to that, I know. I think the recommended amount per day is like 5 grams, and
Hmm.
I know sometimes they like it's sneaked into the whey protein or whatever up like the, whatever mass gainer you have.
Yeah.
So I know I have like a specific just creatine supplement, and that's 5 grams there. But my whey protein like package, I think
Hmm.
has like 2 grams in it, so I'm getting a little bit more.
Gotcha.
But it's there's so many myths about creatine that it's going to make you dehydrated if you don't drink water, or
Hmm.
it's bad for your kidneys and stuff like that. And the studies show that it's not. It's just one of those Instagram, social media myths.
Hmm.
So if you get 7, 8, it's not really going to be detrimental, but you only need 5 grams per day.
Have you seen like a has that have you seen like a increase or like a help from that, or is it just like everything in general? Because I know like you were saying like it's kind of like 50-50. Like the people I talk to, it's like yes, and then it's like stay away from it.
It's
So
like
that's why I was like one of my things.
in my case, and some of the people I've talked about, because actually we talked about this in one of my I had a nutrition class this semester, and we were
Hmm.
talking about it, and of course they asked me, and I was
Hmm.
like, it's one of those things you take because of the studies that have been done on it. It's
Uh-huh.
not like you take it and you get like this crazy feeling and you feel, oh, my lifts are going up. I feel so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
better. It's supposed to like increase the phosphocreatine in your body to help with like intense workouts, stuff like that, like short bursts of workouts
Hmm.
and exercises. But it's not one of those things where if I don't take it for 2 weeks, like I feel weaker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just kind of have to like trust the product and make sure that you're getting a clean product, not with anything inside of it besides creatine.
Nice. Another I got like two more.
All right.
The other one was like I'm not like a big like I can't just eat like a huge meal like even when I'm like really hungry. Like I like to like do like small portions like
Yeah.
so to say. So like I would usually do like 5 to 6 meals sometimes like that. Like do you feel like that'd be like is that better or is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
affecting it anyway? Or like should I try to like slowly increase each meal so like obviously you get more calories and stuff like that. But I can't do like the 3 big meals per day.
No, I
And
think
I also
it's sorry to cut you off. It's
you're good.
I think it's better to do like at least 5 per day, just because your body's gonna keep because if you have protein every meal, it's gonna keep that metabolism going and
Hmm.
keep that protein in your body, especially pre and post workout. Obviously, you're gonna be having some protein in those meals. Um, but in one of these classes I was taking, it's we were talking about how having protein in each meal, it's actually going to keep your body like fed with that macronutrient, so you can keep producing that
Excellent.
muscle over time. Yeah,
You good?
yeah. There you go.
All right.
I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
It's my internet. Okay. So we're
So you were
so
saying about like, if you do have like protein in there, it's going to add
oh yeah.
like
Um,
throughout the day rather
yeah,
than.
throughout the day, rather than
Mhm.
like if you have a meal at 9 a.m., meal at 1, meal at 6, then like
Mhm.
from if you stay up to 11, from 6 to 11, you're just kind of your body's needing and wanting more protein, carbs, and fats.
Mhm.
So you're just kind of just like looking for something that's you're not going to get. So I think the 5 meals um, or 6 meals, whatever you can get up to,
Mhm.
is smart. That's what I do.
Also, and then so that going from that, like the whole like late night eating and like snacking and stuff like that,
Mm.
would do you think it'd be like smart or is it like an actual thing of like having a bigger meal to end it off like late night?
Um,
Because like I know a lot of people say like that's how like it's like easier to gain weight like eating at night, or like that's just I don't know if that's the thing people say or
it's one of those things again, like individual kind of
individually.
thing.
Hmm.
So like I know when I eat, I like to just digest a little bit. So if I eat, usually my last meal is like 11:20, and I'll stay
Okay.
up till like 12, just because
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't want to get like that.
Hmm.
But in your case, if you're looking to gain weight, it wouldn't be the best. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst option, but
Hmm.
then again, you're messing with like digestion, and if you don't feel good the next morning, it's one of those things where
It
you
might
test.
hurt breakfast and
Yeah, yeah.
go
You might
on.
be like, oh, I can't eat breakfast now, and then my next day is ruined.
Hmm.
But it's one of those things again. You almost have to try it out and see how you feel,
Gotcha.
and then go from there.
Yeah, because like another huge thing that like I know I struggle like personally is like eating
Mm,
breakfast because I'm like not a morning person at all.
yeah,
Like you'd think playing sports like through high school and college would like get you ready for this. I like wake up, I'm like, nah, dude, no chance.
there's a
So
lot of
like
guys on my
there,
team like that.
so like there'd be times where like if I have to like eat a big breakfast or I have like a big day, like I literally have to wake up like an hour or two earlier. This way, like I need like at least like an hour or so to have like an actual
Digest.
breakfast and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah,
want to see food. I don't want to do anything for like the first hour. So like that was something I struggled with because I would usually my my goal usually and like the routine that I would like would be like waking up like 8:39, eating breakfast, and then I go to the gym around like 10:30,
mm,
and then come back for like a protein shake and like lunch after that. But like there honestly be some times where like I'd skip breakfast, which I know is like huge because like you get like the eggs and like everything else in there, so it's like a bad meal to miss. At least for me, because like the stuff I eat, like that's like where a lot of like protein and other good like
yeah.
nutrients come from. Would be breakfast usually. So then I would try to like make up for it like throughout the day. So that's like one thing I'm really trying to work on is having a good breakfast, workout, and then like a post meal workout, like trying to figure out how to manage that.
So there's an option you could do. So there's some people that train in the morning, especially if you always train in the morning.
Yeah, I do.
That if you have a big meal at night,
Hmm.
and then you go to sleep and you go say you wake up at 8, but then you go to the gym at whatever 9 or 9:30 you said.
Hmm.
If you have that huge meal at night, if you're going right to bed, then waking up and then drinking water, whatever, going right to the
Hmm.
gym, you'll still be using some of that food from the night prior.
Okay.
So that's what a bunch of people do, because if they like eat in the morning, they feel nauseous or whatever. They don't want to see
Yeah, like
food.
it's not like a it like
Yeah,
takes a while to get like more tired. I'm like I really don't feel like working out
yeah.
now.
It might even eating the food in the morning might even make the workout worse, because like you said, you're not looking forward to eating that meal.
Hmm.
So that's an option. Like my dad, for like 15, 20 years, he would go to sleep at like 9, 10, have a big dinner. And
Hmm.
then for, like I said, those 20 years, he would train fasted at 7 in the morning every day. Wouldn't eat because he felt nauseous, this and that.
Hmm.
And even now when we train at like, say we train at 4, he won't eat past like 1:30, because
Oh
he
wow.
wants an empty stomach.
Hmm.
So it's one of those things that, like, if you were to do that, you definitely wouldn't be alone. Lots of people do that, and then lots of people see progress because they just feel better.
So then, if I were to do something like that, obviously you would need like a better meal at night,
Yeah,
like a more like clean meal, and then you would work out and then have like your breakfast and like protein shake after the meal.
yeah. I mean, with the post workout meal, I always try to limit fats. So like
Hmm.
maybe egg whites instead of egg yolks, because there's obviously more fat in there.
Gotcha.
But you can, yeah, like pick up from where you started. So just push the meal back, but you had the big meal before, the night
Hmm.
before. Um, But in your case, it seems like you're like a hard gainer, so
Yeah.
you can get away. You don't have to be like on such a strict diet, this and that. You can get away with having a few cheats a week, because it's going to be hard for you to put on weight. Um,
Yeah, that was like my last question I had, but I want to say something before that.
mm,
Because like I know in the summer, I was like working out like 4 or 5 times a week,
mm,
and I was doing like the protein shakes. Like I had like two different kind of shakes. So I had like my protein shake and like a different mass gainer,
mm,
and I was doing those like twice a day. Like it was good. It got in like a good rhythm of like eating like high calories, and then I got up to like 192, which was like the highest I've ever been in my life.
mm,
And then I had both my molars removed. So then I
mm.
was eating like ramen, pasta for literally like a
Yeah.
week and a half. I lost 12 pounds that week. I went
Jeez.
from 192. I went from like 192 to like I touched 179. 9, like the end of that week.
I,
And
uh,
I worked so hard for this and I lost it all in 1 week. And then like that honestly like turned me off in the sense of like discouraging
yeah,
me because I was like, this literally took like 2 months of just nonstop, like I'd set like timers and stuff like that.
mm,
I was like, yo, I have to, like, even if I wasn't hungry, I try to like force myself because
yeah.
I saw an improvement. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to stop now. And then I literally lost 12 pounds in 1 week
It's one
because
of
of
those
that.
things. Yeah, I had my wisdom teeth out, and I did the same thing. Luckily, I was a little bit younger, so like it was whatever.
Yeah.
But I think good thing that you pointed out is that you like force yourself almost to eat these meals,
hmm
and I remember doing that because at some point I was eating like 6,000 calories a day in my full.
Yeah. I was at, I would do like that My Fitness thing, like the Under Armour thing on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I have. The blue app,
The blue one.
MyFitnessPal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would do that. And like every day I was over five. Like my lowest was like 5,100.
yeah. That's good. Yeah.
But then like going into that, like the difference between like clean and like dirty bulk, so to say.
Mm,
Like we said before, like my allergies like really restrict me from like all pretty much all greens and like raw fruits. So like I honestly I do like cheat a lot, so to say. Like that's like I do eat a lot of like fast food and
yeah.
not so healthy things. But like how would that like translate into like dirty bulking a lot? Or is that just like very should we like try to stay away from that? Try to like mix in 1 or 2 meals?
So the way the way I did it rather was like I did 1 week of just completely clean eating,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like start to mix in once or twice a week of like a cheat of like a burger and fries or whatever you
Mm,
like to cheat with,
yeah.
and then I see how my body reacts. Like if I have it for dinner on whatever a Tuesday night, and
Mm,
if I feel like crap, I'm like, all right, maybe I'll have it earlier in the day so I can have a good meal at the end of the day before I go to
gotcha.
bed. Especially if you train fasted in the morning.
Mm,
So it's really the first month. Um, like eat. Say you start the first of the month, you eat clean perfectly for 1 week, so you get your like your scheduling down, your program, what you like to eat, what you don't, stuff like that. And
mm-hmm.
then the rest of that month, or maybe 2 weeks, you kind of figure out what time is good to eat these meals, when is it not. Like I know I have in my phone and my apps, I have like foods to stay away from. So I have like ground beef past 80% because it just gets me bloated for hours. All this
Mm-hmm.
stuff like this, you'll know, and you'll start to eliminate food that doesn't digest well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like stuff like it's really just an experiment. It kind of sucks. I can't give you like a real answer, but
Yeah, because like I definitely do notice that like certain times like if I like go out to eat or to, like you said like you'd feel bloated, but like I would usually save those meals for like after practice where like
yeah,
I can just like rest and do like my recover stuff like on my own. So I would usually save that towards the end. But like it was like tough trying to find like clean bulks in the way
mm,
of like without eating the same meal every single time. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah. The
Like
chicken and rice gets a little
yeah, like you like
boring.
after a while, because like I would try to like meal prep or whatever. So then
Mm,
after like I'm on like my third day of like reheating like the same like lunch and stuff like that because it's like really limited, and I just feel like oh like we're really like I'm just really over it.
yeah, it's
So
one of
it's
those
definitely tough in that sense.
one of those things I kind of learned over this because I'm cutting right now, so it's getting
Mm-hmm.
really monotonous. Every it's really just chicken and white fish. So especially with that, um, what I've noticed, do you heat up your food in the microwave?
Yeah, I would pretty much.
I started doing maybe the last 2 weeks. I would like, weigh my food, this and that, and then I'd put it in a pan with water, and I
Mm-hmm.
heat it up
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, interesting. Because I put a little water
Yeah,
in it. Cause like I know like yeah I
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
put some water, but like the microwave really kills it.
Yeah, especially like chicken, it dries it out. But with
Oh
the
yeah, like I would do like chicken and rice and like a wrap it up or something like that, and I was
yeah,
just like, this is
I'm telling you,
this is
ready?
tough.
You got to put it in the pan with water, and
Okay.
then put the lid on and let it sit at like I just put it like medium heat,
Mm-hmm.
and once it starts to like sizzle and a little bit of boil, then you start like mixing around, and you'll see like the rice clumps or whatever. It'll start like being more like the moisture will go into the rice and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll put like whatever sauces I put, and I just mix it around so it turns into like a stir fry,
Mm.
and then it just tastes like way better.
Yeah, because like I was even thinking like because usually I would have like my sister like cook it up like while they're doing
Mm,
like dinner.
yeah,
I'd be like, oh, like make this steak or like make this chicken for me, and then like
yeah.
I'd come pick it up. But then I was just like, all right, like maybe we'll like do like the meal prep for like a day or two, and then I'll have like leftovers like the day after, and then like
Yeah.
day three, honestly, I'll just start recooking because like now I have so much free time.
Mm.
Like baseball's ending, so like we have no more practice for like 3 hours. So like that time window, I'm like
Yeah.
used to. Like 3:30 hits, and I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do with my day now? Like
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I've been so used to it, so it's like, all right, maybe I'll start picking up like cooking. So for like 3:30 to like 6:30 instead of baseball practice, I'll start like making meals and stuff like that.
Yeah. You'll soon, once you start doing that, you'll know, like, you'll get a routine, like that'll become your cooking time or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like you'll have like, all right, I got these plates, I got these containers here. This goes chicken, this goes steak, this goes rice, and it just like it becomes part of your, brushing your teeth you do every day. So it's
Yeah.
become part of your time. And once you find a groove, like now I've been doing it for like 3-4 years now, weighing my food. Now it's just like whatever. It's all right, weigh my food, time for lunch. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
So would you weigh that so that you know like what you have to hit and like so you like don't feel like bloated and or like because like you're cutting so it's different so you like can't
yeah.
go over certain amounts, right?
Yeah, so even in the off season when I'm bulking, I weigh all my food
You what?
just
Yeah.
just so I know. And like I log everything in my fitness pal, stuff like that
Yeah,
too.
if you could like show like maybe we'll do like for the next week like we'll log it and then send it to each other like that day and then try
Yeah,
to
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that'll
yeah,
be
we'll
good.
do that actually. Yeah, because it's super easy. Obviously, if you've been using it,
Yeah, I've
know.
been using it for a while. I had to like use it one day for one of like my science classes at
Yeah,
Berkeley,
yeah.
and like every kid like hated it. I was like, wait, I kind of like this. So then it
It's
was like
good.
good, and then it's good because like you fall into like that routine and that rhythm. Like you said, like weighing food and like brushing your
Yeah,
teeth is just a very common thing. So like I'll like get a meal. I'm like, all right, time to log it, and then like I'm
yeah,
like a visual learner, so it like really helps when it's like, all right, you hit this goal, and I'm like, all right, good. Or like I'd see like the bar like not even close to like the daily goal, and I'm like, all
yeah,
right, what do I have to do to
yeah.
get
And
that?
it's and
So
it's
like, it
good
kind of like motivates you in a way.
and it's good too because going back to like the foods that don't work with you, if
Hmm.
you have a meal 3 days ago and you're like, oh, what did I have after lunch that made me feel bloated? You just
Oh,
click back and just go and say, all right, had
and like serving sizes too, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's one of those things that like, and obviously, I know on like this one of the side or bottom panels, it has
Hmm.
like your goal weight and this and that, and it tells you like
Yeah,
you need
that's
this.
so that's what I did. Like I put like 200 and stuff
Mm,
like that, and then they like try to calculate it. So
yeah, yeah.
it's also pretty helpful because like before this, like we talked like here and there about this.
Mm,
But like I had no idea about anything, so I was just like, all right, like the more I eat, the better. But like there's so
yeah,
much like background information that I was like clueless about. So like that app really helped.
yeah. It's funny because years ago I was like in the same case as you, where it seemed like so like the whole like event of eating and like the diet and everything seemed so like crazy intricate and like I need to do this and that to follow this diet plan. And it's like
Mhm.
once you start doing it, you're like, oh, I'll just have 1 more ounce of chicken at night and then I'll be good here, and then add some rice here. And it's like you said, just like brushing your teeth, it's just gonna become like, all right, you'll know portion size better. Like
Mhm.
you'll be able to like, oh, that's it's funny. My mom and I play a game where it's like, oh, how many ounces do you think that chicken is? And we're like, I'll be like, oh, it's like probably like 5.2, and it's like 5.5, and I'm like,
Just get
just
used to it.
yeah, it's like you come like a psycho almost. Everything you
Mhm.
see is like grams and ounces.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like growing up. You had to like count like the jelly beans in the jar for school, and then it's
yeah,
like, how much you think? It's like, dude, I'm pretty sure that chicken's at least like 5.5 ounces.
yeah, literally, it's exactly the same. Literally, it's like you get like a weird little thing going, but it's a good
Mhm.
little tick you get. So, um, yeah,
No, yeah, for sure. And like especially like growing up, like this was like never a thing until like recently, like
mm,
with baseball, like trying to understand like working out, like how different muscles like affect like pitching and what you
yeah,
need to like recover. So like growing up, I mean, I'm pretty sure all the kids like the same, but like Little League Babe Ruth, like we'd play and then we'd go eat like chicken fingers and fries like every day, and like
yeah,
all the
whatever's
kids
near
looked up
us.
to it. So then I was just like, all right, like we'll get Wendy's on the way home or something like that. But now I'm just
Yeah,
like, all
yeah,
right, maybe we'll get like do like steak and rice and like wrap it up, hit Chipotle up or do
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
And
Cause
even
like
like
it's
that,
us.
even like a Chipotle or like a Chick-fil-A, even though they're technically I guess fast food places,
Mm-hmm.
like some of my teammates ask me like, "Oh, is like Chipotle bad?" I'm like, "Well, what do you get? If you
Mm-hmm.
get if you get 2 servings of sour cream and a side of guacamole with chips, then obviously it's gonna be a little worse. But
Yeah.
like they have chicken, steak, rice,
Yeah, so
vegetables.
like that's what I would do because like working out like at the like my gym's the Y, like
Mm,
over there. So then I'll hit up like Chipotle on 17 like on my way home.
yeah.
But like because they're saying like my allergies, like I grew up like never really doing like sauces. I couldn't do like fresh guac. So I was
Yeah.
just like, all right, like if I can't do all these sauces, like I'm not gonna like just pick them up randomly. Like it's tough to like pick up or acquire taste like at like an older age.
Yeah.
As like
So
someone, so like my Chipotle order is literally, I get like a bowl with the white rice, steak, and cheese, and then I like get like a wrap on the side because like I can't do sauces and I can't do guac, so it's just like people like mix in like you said like sour cream and stuff like that, but like
yeah,
or like I don't do ranch because like I couldn't do salads, so like I never acquired
taste
like
buds. Yeah.
like yeah, so I was just like all right, it's like super easy Chipotle order, so like all right, it's fine. Please get the steak, the rice, some
So
cheese or whatever.
so when you make your whatever chicken or rice, do you just have it plain?
Yeah, like I would have like some like sauces and like flavors, but like
Mm.
or I shouldn't say sauces, like I would just add like my brother-in-law has some stuff and like he like seasons like the chicken
Oh, okay.
this way like the chicken isn't bland, but like besides that like I wouldn't have like barbecue sauce or
No
anything else on the
ketchup,
side.
nothing like that. Oh,
No.
ketchup, you can. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
I
it's
definitely.
like tough because it's like yes, I am a picky eater, but the picky eater comes from my
Yeah.
allergies because like I was saying before, like growing up, if I wasn't eating this, I definitely wasn't having that. So then
Mm-hmm. No.
at like 22, I'm not going to be like, yeah, I love blue cheese and ranch because like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I never had anything like that.
Yeah. Then especially then, I didn't even think it because obviously ketchup, tomatoes.
Hmm.
I definitely would say do the pan with everything because it just makes it easier
Hmm.
to get down. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like I could have like processed stuff like that. So like I could have like apple pie because it's baked, but like I
Yeah.
can't go apple picking and just take a bite of an apple.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or like same thing with like fruits like that. Like I could have like that's why I could have like yogurt because like the strawberries are like processed in like the
Mm,
yogurt and they go through like whatever. But like I can't have like so like a lot of times like they'd have like fresh whatever like I was saying besides like guac. I was like yeah no I can't do that.
yeah. And I know going off the yogurt because I know the yogurt I have is like the Oikos Triple Zero, and
Yep.
that's like has more protein than like a regular one. So I think it's like
Mhm.
15 grams. Um, so I don't know if you want to look into that one too. I don't know if it's. I think it's
Yeah,
like
definitely. I'm always trying to like look into things. Like I know that I found this thing like Gatorade has this like protein shake, so to say. It's weird. I'll
I think
text it
I
to you after we'll talk
yeah.
about this, but it's like a chocolate thing. It has like increased like protein and stuff like that. So when
Mm.
I would do like my chocolate protein shake, I would use that as the milk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So then you get like boosted stuff in that sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then like I was like, all right, this is really good. So maybe I'll look into that yogurt to try to put into like my mass gainer
Yeah. Because
and then
that's what I'll
try
do
to get that
for.
going.
That's what I'll do for my last meal because I'll need like the extra 10 or 15 grams of protein.
Hmm.
I just have yogurt and granola, and it's just
Yeah,
like
I like down. I like my refrigerator just has a whole yogurt section.
yeah.
There's strawberry yogurt because I was like, all right, like if I can't do, because like this allergy came when I was in like the fourth grade, so I was like young,
Mm,
but like not young enough. So
yeah.
like I grew up all summer just eating strawberry, like raw strawberries and everything like that. And then like one
Okay.
day I
Yeah.
got a reaction to it, so then I was like, all right, well I need my fix somehow. So then
Yeah.
the only like fruit tasting I could kind of get would be through yogurt. So I just started eating crazy amounts of yogurt, which is like not bad. I was like, all right, this is like a good
Yeah.
problem to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not you're not binging off like chips every day, but
Yeah.
um, you
And
got any?
then, yeah, another like, the last one would be like I
Yeah.
like recently just got like an air fryer.
Mm,
I don't know if you are in that world,
yeah. Yeah. No, you
but
actually.
like
Yeah,
it's
we
like
got
they
one.
say it's like a healthy air, like a healthy fry,
Yeah,
or
it's
like a
supposed
more
to
healthy fry.
what the grease.
Yeah, with all that. So I was like wondering like your thoughts on that or like any
It's
ideas.
the only negative I have about it is the cleaning part of it. But in reference to the food, it's like we got it maybe actually I think over quarantine. And we
Yeah, that's
use
when we
it.
got ours.
Yeah, we got it. We use it for a quick. It's like what 20 or 22 minutes for chicken, and you get like 12 ounces of chicken. You use
Oh
it for
yeah.
fish, all this other stuff. You heat stuff up in it, so it's like
Yeah, they have like so many different. They have like a dehydrate thing. They have a reheat, a fry. They have like
Yeah.
so many modes. I'm like,
Do
this
you
is
do you have
amazing.
like the tray in and out or like the shelves?
Yeah, I have the tray.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Ninja one. I have, and
Yeah.
it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. So then I was just like,
Yeah.
because like honestly, like sometimes I'll be like late at night and like I just go pull something out of my freezer and I'll
Yeah.
just throw it in there. So like I'm hungry and I need like I can't meal prep something. It's like 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
night. So then
And
I would
it
just be like, all right, whatever.
it's good you don't have to you don't have to watch it. You just put it in and
Yeah,
walk
I put it
away.
in timer beeps. I'm like, all right, it's done. Take them
Yeah.
out and
I you watch too because I almost made this mistake. If you put it up against the wall of like the whatever backsplash or whatever your wall in the
mhm.
kitchen, when you're using it, pull it off the wall because the vents in the back, sometimes the heat goes into like the wall.
Oh yeah.
So
I made that mistake once too because
yeah,
I have like my whole station of like my blender and
yeah,
like the air fryer that like the way the outlets are in my kitchen like they're like right by each other.
mm,
So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna like put something in while I make a shake, and then I kind of just moved it the air fryer in the back, and then I was like, oh wait, hold on, this is like 4,000 degrees back here. I was like, oh,
yeah.
we gotta switch this out.
And I know like the what's it called? Like the smell sometimes like goes into the wall after time. I'm like, nah, I don't want my
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten that far, but
no. Thankfully, my friend happened to him, but it's like I either put like a cutting board behind it if I don't want to
mhm.
move it back, or I just push it off the wall. But go. Are you? I forgot. Are you going with a personal trainer, or was that for? Are you just doing it
No,
on your own?
I had yeah, I was going to for like workout wise like baseball, but like I just like didn't work out.
Okay.
Trying to find it. So then I'm kind of just doing stuff on my own with like riders got they have like their own workout that like
Program.
they sent it to me. This way I just have like a baseline of like to come
Yeah.
into and expect. So like I would do some of that and then something that like my friend Max put together.
All right.
So I'm just trying to find like a good common thing, but I'm trying to get back like 4 or 5 days a week
Yeah. Yeah.
because I know that's obviously going to help a lot.
Yeah.
Besides, like you can't just eat, so
Yeah. Yeah.
turn that into muscle.
Yeah. Food's obviously a big part, but the training obviously is another one. But it seems like you got obviously Ryder, big school. They definitely have their own program, I'm sure, set up.
Yeah,
So
they got they definitely have something good. So it's like a good program to come into and try to help me set up. So I'm trying to just use this time now to like speed up the process. So when I get there, it's kind of I already have like a base because like I'm just trying to get like a baseline set and then
yeah,
build off that rather than try to just go from 0 to 100 in like a month and a half.
yeah. Especially I know with was it your shoulder or your
Yeah, shoulder.
yeah, you don't want to rush into things because re-aggravating injuries, as I know, is the worst because then everything just takes a step back.
Yeah,
But
like even like I was noticing, because obviously you know, or I don't know like how you are, because I know you work out like crazy, but like off season workouts compared to like in season workouts are completely different.
yeah,
At
yeah,
least for me. So like going from like winter, we're just trying to build, and then season comes in, you're kind of just trying to recover and maintain it.
yeah. Definitely that's
So
intense.
yeah, so like I wouldn't hit a crazy chest day like 2 days before I have to pitch.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I like it's always a thing where like chest does take like a backseat during the
mm,
season. Obviously some stuff, but like because I knew I was getting my shot yesterday, I hit like a crazy upper body workout. So I was like, if I'm gonna be sore, I'm gonna bring sore from everything.
yeah.
And like my incision was like getting a little like irritated even because like the incision on my chest and then like I hit like a crazy chest workout. So I was like, all right, maybe we'll
Wait, they
just
put it in your chest?
also like I have my incision on my neck and then like pretty much like right in like my armpit area to like get like the middle in between my shoulder. So like
Oh,
this incision was bigger and like
oh
it was
wait.
like my chest.
I thought you meant the shot.
Oh no,
I was like, wait.
no, I
I
was
was
talking
like,
about from the surgery. Yeah, I had the
oh,
shot on my right arm.
I was gonna say, where did you go?
What
Jesus.
what kind of vaccine you getting?
Yeah, right. Oh, damn. All right. No,
Um,
that makes sense now. All right.
Yeah, so like I mean that was like a thing I had to worry about early on, but like it was like re-aggravated even yesterday. So I was like, all right, maybe we'll just like slowly ease back into it.
Yeah, but yeah, with the definitely in season, I'm sure they're like I said, the writer's gonna have some sort of program for you pitchers.
Hmm.
But I know like I'll do more. It's different because I'm a position player. I can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, you
But
get away with hitting a chest day and then just having to swing a bat or throw.
yeah, like I did chest on Monday and I'm still sore, so it's gonna be. I got 2 games tomorrow. It's gonna be interesting. But it's I don't do it the smart way, but I
Yeah.
know the other guys on my team will do like a like you did like an upper body day, I think a lower body, and obviously
Hmm.
lower body won't be as intense because you gotta be running back and forth practice or games.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's one of those things you just scale down and just make sure you like you said maintain. Um,
Yeah, and then that was like another thing leading into it because obviously like the food was important, but I was like
mhm.
wondering like any um, tips for like working out, trying to like maintain it and like hitting like different like groups and stuff like that. Because obviously the pitcher it's huge like legs and
So in
whole
season
like
or
bottom half all like off season like how you would hit like an off season. Obviously it's different
um,
because like you're working out to like build and
yeah, yeah,
like we both have the same idea but like two different goals. But like I was
yeah.
wondering like how you separate and like manage it.
So like with so going off, I guess we'll start like my split. I just do like I'll do chest Monday, off Tuesday, back Wednesday, shoulders Thursday, off Friday, and then arms and then legs.
Hmm.
Um, and it just gives me I like the 2 days in between of rest so I can get ready and like stuff like that. Like my
Hmm.
chest day is far enough for my shoulder day and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Um, but the obviously the way I do it is more bodybuilding. But I think in
Yeah.
your sense, if you were to do, I almost want to say like a push pull legs, just
Hmm.
because it'll give you like 3 days a week, and then you're off, and then 3 more days and off, and
Hmm.
you can scale it up and down, and like you're hitting multiple muscle groups per day.
Yeah. So that's like kind of where I that's like where I'm at now.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially now, like I'm good for like the next like couple weeks, but June 5th starts like my summer ball.
Mm.
So then like once that happens, like my schedule kind of just goes everywhere. So like obviously like you said, like we're not gonna go crazy chest and then be like, all right, next day you have to pitch or
Yeah,
go like crazy leg day, and then I'm pitching the next day because I'm gonna be like falling down every time
dead.
I'm off. I
Yeah,
got like jello legs,
yeah.
but like I've been trying to find like a good in between. Although like the only thing that like I think it's like hurting me in the way of like combining different muscle groups is like I'm not getting the best workout I can potentially. I don't. That might be like on me, but I feel
Mm.
like if I'm hitting multiple groups, I'm like one day like I'll be like, all right, you know what, like we'll do like two, three. So we'll do like three of like one group and then like two of the others,
Yeah, yeah,
or like three, two, and then like one will be behind, and then I have to like catch up to like make up for it. So
yeah.
it's like trying to find that in between of like what's gonna give me the best workout and then like keep me like in
So
shape.
I'd say definitely between now and June 5th, just I almost would say like do like one body part a day so you can have that
Hmm.
feeling of just like you can get away with like feeling crazy sore for a few days.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and then obviously the more like sports specific, do like your like lateral stuff, lateral
Hmm.
movements. Um, I'm sure you have your own like little program that you do.
Hmm.
Um, and then maybe like a week or two before June 5th comes, maybe try out like, all right, this is what I'm going to do for the next X amount of weeks
Mm.
during that
So like a
time.
trial run.
Yeah. So like say like the first week, 2 weeks before June 5th, the first week, like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick to it, even if I don't feel good. So
Hmm.
that next week I can be like, all right, this didn't work on a Monday. So I'm going to switch that to Wednesday and just play with it.
Hmm.
Um, but I know like the big thing that when I was doing or what I am doing now, because I'm still in season, is usually if I do 4 or 5 sets in the off season of like intensity, I'll bring it down to like 3 sets, and then like that third set, I'll do like a drop set.
Okay.
So I basically all my stuff, I just bring the volume down, so
Mm.
it's less muscle activation or whatever. Um, and of course, legs, you have to build a little bit more. Legs are really just like straight sets. I don't do anything crazy because outfield or pitching,
Mm.
you're going to be running a lot or using your legs a lot. Um, so that stuff, I'll just kind of do like pump workouts, just get blood in the muscle,
Yeah.
just like maintain or just kind of like feel the muscle, not even
Hmm.
kind of destroy it.
So, yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. What I was wanted to talk about today. I hit all my questions. I think we're good on
Yeah.
that sense.
Yeah. I mean, it was good 40 minutes. I think it was,
Yeah, it was a good turn at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
We're really rolling there at the end.
Yeah, all this stuff, man, with the podcast, we're just talking, and then I look down, and it's like 40 minutes, hour, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because I was like looking early on. I was just like, all right, I think we're like 15 minutes in, and like I was like, all right, I'm starting to get there like question wise. I was like, I think I did like decent questions to like talk, and then I
Yeah,
like just like I like peeked down and I was like, oh, it's just 11 o'clock,
yeah, yeah,
20 to 11.
yeah, yeah. But if you're all good, then I'm sure we'll more questions will come up, or we'll talk soon, and something will happen. But I appreciate you coming on, man. It's I
Yeah,
think
for
it's
sure.
good
No,
information to come out.
yeah, 100%. No, I appreciate you bringing me on. This was a lot easier than having a 40-minute conversation on Zoom than trying to text this whole thing out.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
definitely would have been something.
yeah. It definitely would have been longer than 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'm going to send you like the My Fitness thing.
yeah, yeah,
I'll do that probably like at the end of the day when I'm done, or like the next morning I'll send you like yesterday's,
yeah. Send me it.
and then I think like the last thing would be just like you said like the Jasmine race, but like I would probably text you just to have it written down and like I'd refer back to
Mhm.
it
All
every
right.
once in a while.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm always on my phone, so I'll be answering quick.
Hmm.
So just yeah, hit me up whenever you got a question.
Yeah, awesome. I agree. I appreciate
All right.
the time today and everything.
Of course, man. No problem.